Tēnā koutou katua, welcome back to the Hive. I am Kyle March here with my partner,
Bartek Evertovsky.
You won't hear too much from us. We're going to send it down to ice level to Michael Domigan with an interview with New Zealand's captain. Here we go.
All right, joined here by Callum Burns, captain for the New Zealand Ice Blacks. Callum, bit of a tough weekend so far. Describe it in your own words.
Yeah, 2 losses. Not a great start on the scoreboard, but just trying to use the weekend as a bit of a building block. And between game 1 and game 2, we certainly took some strides that we really wanted to get out of. Really happy with game 2 and really want game 3 to take another leap.
And are you going to use this game 3 as a bit of an opportunity to change things up, maybe looking towards Worlds in Dunedin next month?
Yeah, I mean, for coaching staff and that, using this weekend is a bit of a trial and error to some degree. Line combinations, deep pairings. We've got to use this as a bit of experience as well to try things and see what happens come April.
Wonderful. Well, thanks very much for your time. Enjoy the game and have fun out there.
Cool. Thanks, Michael.
And we're back. Some nice words from New Zealand's captain, Callum Burns. Some really good pieces to take away there. Like he said, a little bit of trial and error getting ready for the Worlds next month down in Dunedin. I'm just getting word here, Bartek, that we're going to send it down to Michael and the Australian captain. Let's send it his way.
All right, we're joined here by Cam Todd of the Mighty Roos. Cam, pretty good weekend for you guys so far coming here. 2 wins so far. Are you looking to change it up for tonight or run the same sort of systems?
Change it up, keep the same systems for the most part. I think we're playing our best hockey. We're skating hard and we're moving our feet. So we want to keep that. We want to get rid of our neutral zone. It was a little bit dusty, backing the puck around, but if we clean those things up and we get on the forecheck hard, it'll be good for us.
And what does this weekend mean for you guys looking ahead to your own World Championships coming up?
That's been very, very important to us. We saw in the first game everything was a bit clunky for both teams. So having that hit out early gets us up to game pace, so going into Worlds we're not flat-footed and we're ready to go for the other teams.
And what words do you have for the fans tuning in back home who couldn't get to New Zealand this weekend?
I'd just like to say thank you for your ongoing support. It means the world to us, having the country behind us, and hope we do you guys proud.
Excellent. Well, great stuff. Have fun out there tonight.
Thank you very much. Have fun.
Great to hear from the Australian captain. So thank you everyone who's joining us from Australia. I hope you've been enjoying these streams. Great to see all your comments in the chat. We've enjoyed reading them and hearing from you guys, especially since we don't know the Australian players that well. So it's great that you guys are helping us to get to know them. Yeah, actually Kubara, because I saw Chris Kubara in the chat yesterday, so I was curious where that name is from. And then I was very embarrassed to discover it's actually Polish, and being Polish, I did not realize that. It's so embarrassing. Hope my parents aren't ashamed of me, but yeah, it's actually derived from the name Jakub, Jacob, and it becomes Kuba in Polish, and so Kubara is like Jacob's son or something like that, basically. Anyway, fun facts.
Come for a hockey game, stay for the history lessons.
That's right.
I think we're going to send it to a highlight package for those of you that weren't able to join us yesterday. But let's have a look and see how Game 2 went. New Zealand with the Queenstown line, Connor Harrison, Dylan Devlin, and Lockie Freer. And they'll start with the face-off win. Woodman on it, goes up to the point to Funes. Funes puts a shot on net. Rebounds available, still there. Loose, no. Aston Brooks has it.
Oh, well done, Aston Brooks. He, not the best rebound control on the initial shot. I think he would have liked to have controlled that better. Got his stick on it and deflect into the corner, but he does really well to recover.
Goes to his partner, Sandoy. Sandoy looking through the middle. Dalmato stick lift. Oh, what a chance off the end wall. 3-on-1 here. Chalice and Atwell. Great track. Oh, what a save by Twitot.
What a save. Absolutely outrageous.
Was it in?
Oh, maybe it was. I heard a horn go off.
No goal is the call.
Yeah, I don't think that's a goal. You know it's a great save when the horn goes off.
That's it. I think Australia is getting a penalty here. A great pass from Chalice. What a save by Twitot. He'll send that down. Funes knocked that out of the air. Chalice knocked that one out of the air, but that goes to Kubara here. Short-handed chance. Fires. Scores. Short side.
Oh, that's a tough one for
Casey Kubara rips it short side. So the indirect pass by Funes. Skate to stick, and he'll snap that over the glove of Aston Brooks. and the puck is down. Freer dumps it in. Took a weird hop on Tetro, but he kept that out. Looks to rim it to Dalmatau and does. Dalmatau protecting the puck away. Goes up to the point to Simon. Simon will shoot. Scores! New Zealand with the first goal. Ian Otis, what a tip.
Beautiful tip there. Luke Simon gets it on net. Otis tips it out of there. Absolutely no chance for the Australian goaltender to make a save there. You really just have to hope it hits you. The crowd is going wild. Packed house out here.
I should say, just couldn't get it by Tetro. Great entry and a great try by New Zealand. Heads up. Todd caught Otis looking back at the puck. Great shot by Daigle. That goes wide. Webster harassing him, but Simon's able to skate away. Great pass to Chris Eden. He'll look to beat Costa. Cut to the middle. He'll draw a penalty. Rebounds available? No. Well done by Christian. Penalty shot. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Crowd rallying behind him. Little S pattern. Good speed. Forehand. Looking 5-hole. Tetro says no. Absolutely. Just getting a pat from Coach Cam Freer here on the bench. That was a phenomenal shift. Absolutely. Probably saying do that a few more times. 2-on-1 here for Australia, developing Steven and Costa. Steven will take it to net himself. Shoots and scores. Faked the pass. Had Brooks sliding to his right. Took the puck back left.
Yeah, that's a really good move to score that goal. We'll hopefully get a good view of it from behind the net on the replay.
And Australia will have to start again via Costa. He goes over to Casey Kubara, coming up the far side. He'll get the red line and deep and head to the bench for a change. Brooks, weird bounce. Oh my.
That is so unlucky.
What a tough bounce.
Oh, these boards here in Botany are chaotic. Really unlucky for Aston Brooks.
Was that Casey or Tyler Kubara? Chalice on the far side. Let's see what magic he can come up with on this shift. Looking cross ice. Couldn't get anything on that time. Great forecheck by Freer. Daigle shot. Scores! Justin Daigle!
What a shot by Daigle. Seeing I shot. I'm sure Tetro had trouble seeing that one. We see by his reaction, I don't think he got a clean look at that one. Daigle is really good at identifying when there's a screen in front of the goaltender.
Great play from Mitchell Freer to win the battle so that his brother Lockie can send that up to Justin Daigle. Mitchell Freer, great forecheck to keep possession for the Ice Blacks. And now we have a 3-2 hockey game with 10 seconds left in this second period. Todd and Devlin. Devlin wins that one. Kicked over to Kasia. Kasia sends that out. Carini goes, finds Todd, and Justin Daigle will sit for 2 minutes or less. Oh, it's a penalty shot. They are going to call that penalty shot.
Interesting. Let's see on the replay.
4-2 hockey game in over the blue line. Backhand, back to forehand. No goal. No goal, the referee says. No goal, the referee says, but they're going to redo it. I would have thought the puck would have gone in the net either way, so I'm not too sure on that one.
To be honest, I think that should have been a goal, and it shouldn't have been a penalty shot in the first place.
There you go. Steven upset. Let's see if he can do it again. Goes back to the same move.
Big save.
Big save on that one, and the net comes off.
Seriously, someone fix those pegs.
Are they going to do it again?
Oh,
are they going to do it a third time?
No way.
I think you have to at this point because the net's come off twice. I think you have to.
Absolute cinema out here.
Oh my goodness. So you could. They're going to give it a goal.
What?
They're going to call a goal.
What? That.
I've seen a lot of hockey in my life, Bartek. I don't think I've ever seen that. Trying to win a battle there by himself. Todd comes in and supports his defenseman, and he finds Steven in on a partial break. Here comes Luke Simon. Great back-checking effort. Well done. Rebound. Has no idea where it was.
Really unlucky for Aston Brooks.
Unlucky for Aston Brooks, absolutely.
He's been hard done by. We had that puck skip over his stick in the second period.
Hayward Jones, Dylan Devlin gets there. He'll try to turn it back. Heads up. Mietinen and Tyler Kubara. Over to Casey Kubara. Glove save by Brooks.
I think we're seeing now on the replay here. Great forechecking by Australia, forcing the turnover. Pass right into the slot. Aston Brooks gets his glove up. Massive save. I like it. That's an aggressive play.
Big face-off win by Todd. But that'll do it for today's game, folks. Kia ora koutou, welcome back to the Hive. Here we have another sold-out crowd. Bartek, I'm Kyle March.
Yeah, I'm Bartek Evertoski. I'm excited to bring you this Game 3 in the Trans-Tasman Challenge. So unfortunately for the New Zealand fans, of course we're completely unbiased. We are happy either way. But for the New Zealand fans, unfortunately the Ice Blacks went down the last two games. First game, they were very much outplayed by Australia. Score 4-0 for Australia. Yesterday, for those of you who tuned in, we had a really good game. It was 2-2 going into the third period. And there was a bit of chaos in that third period. Some interesting refereeing decisions, as you saw on that replay with the penalty shots. New Zealand may be feeling a bit hard done by, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes the calls don't go against you. So I think the Kiwis are going to be excited to come out here in front of this full crowd and give them a show, play for their pride.
Absolutely. I think, as you may have heard Callum Burns saying pre-game there with Michael, was, we're trying to set the tone early, come out hard, but also make sure that they're playing well and having some good takeaways for the World Championships that are in, maybe 3-4 weeks now, maybe longer now, 6 weeks or so down in Dunedin. So they're trying to get ready. And you heard the same thing echoed by from Cameron Todd there from the Australian side, just trying to get some good takeaways. As he mentioned, Friday's game a little bit clunky for both teams. I think both teams are trying to get used to playing with each other a little bit. And so just trying to, like I said, some good takeaways to get ready for those World Championships. As we were saying earlier, New Zealand playing in that Division 2B, Australia up into 2A. Hopefully New Zealand gets promoted, and then we can maybe save some money on flights and fly together, but that'll be a next year's problem.
Yeah, the under-20s and under-18s have been doing really well. I believe the under-20s won the gold medal maybe last month or the month before. Under-18s at the moment, the men's under-18s are in Mexico City playing in the under-18 IHF World Championships, hoping for gold as well, hoping to be promoted. So Justin Daigle and AJ and the entire development team for Ice Hockey New Zealand across the country have done a really good job producing young players that are getting those medals at the moment. And maybe the Ice Blacks will be able to pick up a gold as well and get promoted. I think we'd all love to see that.
Absolutely, especially on home ice too. That's always nice to see. But it's also a treat for us to get to see these exhibition games. I mean, not so really exhibition games, as you know. But good for both teams, the players on the ice, but also for the fans up here in Auckland. I don't know about you, Bartek, but I'm unable to head down to Dunedin to watch the action myself. So having the privilege to get to do this and bring the coverage to you guys has been awesome, and I'm really, really thankful that they had decided to do it here in Botany, right around the corner from my house. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, Kyle plays for the Botany Swarm, one of their superstars.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm a superstar water bottle filler. I'll tell you that much.
I saw some beautiful goals from you last season.
Only in warm-up.
You might not get to see too much Kyle behind the camera this season. He's going to be lighting the lamp for the Swarm. So yeah, as the two captains were talking about, trying to improve on the way to the World Championship. So I think we did see a lot of improvement from both teams yesterday compared to the first game as they found their legs. I think Australia's forecheck yesterday was really excellent, their neutral zone play. And for New Zealand, I think their improvement, the biggest improvement for me was on the power play.
Agreed,
and generally their cycle in the zone. We saw Justin Daigle did really well driving the play from the defensive, from the blue line, playing a sort of Cale Makar role as a playmaker. He wasn't afraid to accept that pressure, have the Australian forwards coming at him, pull a few moves, and then pass it to an open player, creating space. I thought in the first game they were a little bit too static, just passing it back and forth without too much movement on the power play. So I thought that was a really good improvement from the Ice Blacks yesterday. And it paid off with 2 goals.
It did. And on the flip side, I think Cameron Todd, probably there's a good reason he's wearing the C. He led that team from the front. He was all over the ice. He was great in the face-off circle. He was aggressive on the forecheck. And I think just that's what you're looking for out of your captain. He sets the tone, and I think everybody was able to do the same. That whole leadership core from the Kubaras to Todd. Webster, I thought, was another player who caught my eye. As well as the goaltending on both sides was definitely something for you kids at home watching young goaltenders. I would be watching this series and see what these guys are doing, because we are treated to some top-level goaltending this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I think I picked up a few tips watching these guys. Really impressed. Both Australian goalies looking really polished. And Aston Brooks played an amazing game, was hard done by with a few unlucky bounces.
I think we're just preparing for the national anthems here.
So Jared Brown is back here to sing the anthem for us.
Make sure we get a microphone to Mr. Brown there. Hope you folks at home can hear his beautiful voice. And that'll be enough from us here for the time being. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
beautifully done.
Well done, Jared.
Gave me chills. We're lucky to be part of this beautiful country, to be living here, inspiring national anthem.
Absolutely.
So, Jared, great to have him here. Unfortunately, he missed yesterday's game because he was at a service for his grandfather who passed away recently. So condolences to the Brown family and condolences to Jared. Thank you for coming out and doing that for us tonight.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, we can't talk about the beautiful songs all night long. Let's get back to talking about the greatest game on planet Earth, and that is in no way a biased comment. I don't know where anyone would
Absolutely
get such
not.
an
I mean,
idea.
you played varsity football. You've experienced two of the most popular sports. I think hockey comes out on top, right?
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. But that being said, they did need a water bottle filler in football, so that was my job as well.
I enjoy a bit of footy too.
And by football, we mean soccer. We know the way we sound like. If we say football, everyone's thinking Tom Brady. I have never played gridiron in my life. My father is British, so I have to say football. But we know what we sound like, so if we do say football, we know what you think.
Yeah, that's right. I played a bit of gridiron in high school. Just, you know, where you got your big snow jackets on, your snow pants, and you can tackle each other as hard as you want.
That's what snowbanks are for.
That's right. It won't hurt.
Let's get ready here. Chubba in net. Back to Toivonen for Australia, and we are underway here. Australia takes the first draw. Sent up to Ruck. That hit the boards and went wide. Went down. Burns sends it back to Australian ice. Toivonen leaves it for icing right up against the post.
All right, so we'll see if Australia's face-off dominance continues, as you and the Australian captain talked about the keys to winning draws. So let's see if they can do it today or if New Zealand can improve and take a few away from them.
Face-off comes back down to Chubba's left, Dillon and Webster. He was very good on the face-offs last night. I'm sure he's looking to ride that hot streak. Unable to win that one. Well done by Devlin. Eden sends it back to Amston. Amston wraps it around to Fontaine. Can't chip it past Ruck. Webster lays a hit on Burns, sent back to Amston. Amston over to Eden. Eden finds Devlin in the middle with speed. Trying to step around 3 Australian men, does, but the puck does not get through. Christensen sends it to Webster. Amston sends that deep, and New Zealand will look to get the first change, as well as Australia. Costa behind his own net, sends it up to Ruck. He'll just circle back, didn't like what he saw. Sends it over to Christensen. Christensen back behind his net to Woodman. Jumped over his stick, Woodman up the half wall. Backhands it high through center ice. Well done by Chalice to shut that down, but Lodge all over him. Sends it to Chen in the middle. Shot. That hit Freer in front. Didn't get through. Chalice in it now. Sends it to Michael Atwell. He dumps it down, but not all the way down. Funes did well to step up on him. Lodge takes over for Australia. Coming through neutral ice. Driving the middle, drops over to Chen. Chen looks to put a shot. That hit a leg and goes high and wide. Daigle gets on the puck. Woodman giving him chase. Funes keep that in. Daigle back on it. Chen all over him, and that gets reversed back to Mitchell Freer. Mitchell Freer behind his own net. Sends it up to Ivan Dalmatau. He sends that deep. Heads up from the linesman. Another weird bounce. Toivonen almost got caught. Again, that corner there causing some problems for both goaltenders.
Yeah, I think
Otis
maybe they'll decide to
on
stay
net.
home at some point this game.
Yeah, potentially, yep. Otis fires a shot on net, and Toivonen will just hold on to that. Dalmatau and O'Hanley giving each other a couple how-do-you-dos.
So key draw here for New Zealand. They can win this, maybe get some pressure early. They were struggling early in Game 2 yesterday to get some shots on target.
Todd with a clean win. Nice check by Regan on Kasia. Todd steps into Regan then. Kicked up to Steven. Steven goes cross ice to Boyle. Boyle will send that down. No icing. Carini and Sandoy racing after it. Carini with a stick lift. Sandoy does well to take the body. Regan tries to chip it up. Nice vertical from Kasia to keep it in for a moment. Otis sends it up to Dalmatau, one-on-one. Nice poke check by Boyle, and Todd cleans it up. That gets sent over to Boyle, up to Carini. Carini will hit the red line and deep, and he gets finished off there by Simon. Sandoy on it. Todd giving chase. Heads up, hard check there. Kubara with it now to the backhand. Can't quite pull the trigger. Hard hit on the forecheck by Todd. Oh my, we felt that one up here.
That was a big hit.
I don't think Sandoy is used to getting hit that hard. He's typically one of the biggest guys on the ice in the National League.
Yeah, he's usually dishing him out instead.
Absolutely. Sean Brown did well. Pretorius stepped up on him. Brown on the forecheck. Forced Brunt, to send a wild pass, and Amson on to now. D to Burns. Burns looking up ice. He'll send that cross ice. Knocked out of the air by Kubara. That was Casey Kubara with the great hand-eye coordination. To Jackson Flight. That gets sent down behind the Australian goal. Brunt onto it. Over to Casey Kubara, or Tyler Kubara, excuse me. Pretorius takes over, sends it heads up. Fontaine did well not to take a too many men penalty, but Miettinen picks up the puck. Stepped into by Amston, that gets sent around. Devlin onto it now. Looking for Fontaine off the skate. Christensen tries to hold it and does. Looking for Kubara, it gets it through. Into the zone, finds Christensen. It's partial break, just jumped over his stick. Couldn't pull the trigger. Well done to win the puck from Eden. Ruck back onto the puck on the far side. He'll cycle it down to Lashenko. Lashenko loses it to Burns. Burns back to Lashenko. A little pinball action here. Fontaine will take over and they'll clear the zone for New Zealand. A little reverse check on Ruck. Lashenko sends it down, heads up. Fortunately, he's okay. That could have been a painful one there. Burns onto it now. He goes up the boards. Fontaine does well to steal it away from Christensen. Going cross ice looking for Eden. Lushenko meets him. Chris Eden working on this near corner. Picked up there by Costa. Dalmatau had a chance. Not Dalmatau, excuse me. Devlin with a chance in front. Eden all over Costa, and Costa now wheels up ice. 2-on-3 here with Webster. Steps around Freer. Good poke check there by his brother Lockie to get that away. O'Hanley with it now. Sends it up looking for Chen. Chen takes it. Heads up. Just sidestepped a check from Atwell. Lodge coming in. Chen with the shot. That's snagged out of the air by Chaba.
Yeah, good catch. Chen, your pick for MVP for the series. Looking good out there. Driving the play. Gets that shot on target. First shot of the game for Australia.
Face-off will come to the right of Chaba. Woodman steps up against Michael Atwell, newly named captain of the Botany Swarm.
Congrats
Clean
to Michael
win
Atwell.
by Atwell there. Daigle onto it with Lodge all over him. Chalice steps out of the way of that check. Funes keeps it in. That shot snagged by Chaba.
Nice catch by Chaba, looking dialed in already.
Well done by Funes to keep that in on the blue line.
Yeah, Australia's been really good this series at preventing New Zealand from exiting their zone, keeping them pinned in.
Mighty Roos going to the big boys. Steven, Todd, Carini, Kasha, and Boyle on D. Clean win by Todd again. Blocker save, gobbled up by Chaba in the breadbasket. No rebound.
So I don't think New Zealand's won a face-off yet. They're going to need to win some draws soon.
Especially from Todd. Yeah, that's a
Todd
guy.
Absolutely dominant on the draw.
You just can't lose it clean. You got to do your best to tie him up. See what Otis can do here. That's a little bit better. Well done. Carini tries to cycle it. Picked off by Otis. Sends it across ice to Dalmatau. He's got Regan in the middle. Just can't get it to him. Race with Kasia and Regan. Regan takes him into the wall. Chips it past Otis. Well, both guys get tangled up there. Nice check by Regan again. I think that was on Todd. Sent up to Steven. Shot in front. It's loose for a moment. Well done by Dalmatau to come poke it away. Carini looking to center. That hit a skate. Dalmatau with it now. Partial 2-on-1 here. Looking to find Otis in the middle. Just hopped off his stick as Boyle sends it up.
Nice little sauce by Dalmatau. Just couldn't connect.
Regan with it now. Looking for Otis, but he needs a change. No icing as Kasha heads back to his own zone.
Otis was the goal scorer on that first goal yesterday. That beautiful tip, top shelf.
To Boyle. Boyle goes back to his partner, Kasha on it. Looks up ice, leaves it for Casey Kubara. Gets his pocket picked, but no problem. Kasha's there to send it to Boyle. They'll dump that down. The D need a change there. Amson with it now. Backhands it up to Jackson Flight. Flight trying to clear. Pretorius keeps it in. Blocker saved by Chaba. Kozak onto it now. He chips it glass, but not out. Brunt takes a shot. That goes wide. Mietinen onto it now. Looking for Kubara in the middle. Both Kubaras in the corner there. Amson wraps it around. Sean Brown with it. Well done by Brunt to pinch up and keep it in. That pass, nobody home. Pretorius now on the near side point. Tries to get it deep. Amson picks that one off. He starts wheeling up ice with Tyler Kubara all over him. He'll circle back over to partner Callum Burns, who goes back to Steven Amson. He goes up to Sean Brown. Look, gets his pocket picked by Kubara, but back to Amston. Amston still with it now. New Zealand in the midst of a change. He'll find Fontaine. He'll win the race, so no icing. Toivonen will just wrap that around. Mietinen will get there. He shoulder checks. Looking to find Kubara. He gets hit hard by Fontaine. Chris Eden's now onto it. Partial chance. Looks like we have a penalty called to, is it Australia maybe, for tripping?
Oh, so first chance of the game for New Zealand on the power play. Their power play really struggled in the first game. Improved in the second game, much better movement on the power play. We'll see if they can continue to improve today. Maybe pick up a first goal.
So it looks like Mietinen is going to sit for tripping, I believe the call was. I didn't quite catch the referee's signal, so I apologize in advance if I got that one wrong. But nonetheless, whoa, Webster wasn't even in the face-off circle. So an easy win for Lockie Freer.
First win of the game for New Zealand.
But Ruck, here he comes short-handed. Looking to center, that hit a skate. Webster with it now. He'll just fire it back down to his own zone. Toivonen comes out to meet it. He's got it. He leaves it over for Costa. Costa can't get it out past Daigle. chips it on. He's still with it now. Goes over to Chris Eden, skate to stick, keeps it in.
2 minutes for tripping at 6:46.
Chris Eden up to Justin Daigle at the top. Back to Eden on the right circle. Shot. That hit a leg. That just goes wide. Christensen looking to clear. Daigle again with a great keep. Over to Eden. Back down to Chalice. Up to Eden. Slap shot. Great save. Rebounds available. Eden picks it up. Oh, referee took a tumble there on that near side.
Yeah.
Webster will clear.
Excellent save. I love how the goaltender comes out and challenges off his line, makes himself big, makes a big save on that one-timer.
Great communication there from Daigle telling Fontaine, just hang on to it. I'm going to the bench. Let's get a fresh set of legs out here. Otis with it now. He sends it cross ice to Burns with speed. Stops up. Look to get a setup here. Well done by New Zealand. Great breakout. He goes up to Amston. He'll put a shot on net. Toivonen did well with Michael Atwell in his face.
Yeah, good idea. Just get a puck on net with a big body in front of the goaltender. Might get lucky. As we saw yesterday, both goals were created through traffic for New Zealand. The first one a tip by Otis. The second one, Justin Daigle using the Australian forward as a screen.
Scramble draw there. Controlled by Australia, and Chen will fire that down. 32 seconds left on the New Zealand power play. Amson with it now. Sends it up to Burns. Burns looking cross ice. Dalmatau racing with Funes. Dalmatau comes up with it there. Looking for an option. Goes up to Amston. Amston firing it over to Otis. Otis looking back up to Amston. Amston puts a shot. Great block by Chen to put his body in the lane there. Well done there by Woodman taking Otis to the boards. Penalty about to expire. Mietinen's back on the ice. We're back to even strength. Turning away from pressure, keeping it in is Amston. Over to Burns. Burns looking back door. Oh my goodness, just jumped over Dalmatau's stick. Mietinen coming up ice with Australia looking for a counter. Looking to make a move. Burns and Amston there to shut that down, but Todd gets to the puck first. Dalmatau on him, sends it up to Kasha. Kasha sends it over to Boyle. Boyle, a slap shot. That is deflected by Ian Otis. Out of play, we'll have a face-off in New Zealand zone.
I think that's something positive for New Zealand. That was a good power play for them. We saw good movement, got some shots on target, almost had a nice one-timer at the end there, just skipped over. I believe that was Otis' stick, or it was Dalmatau's stick, I believe,
Yes.
pass from Otis.
Great pass from Ian Otis there, just missed his man.
Yeah, it was a great look. You got to take those chances sometimes if you want to score a goal.
Todd and Devlin going at it here. That one's won by Devlin. Simon onto it now. Gets puck picked by Carini. Carini to Todd. Great block. I believe that hit Dylan Devlin again with the diving block.
Oh, man, he's going to have some bruises after this series. He made so many big blocks today.
Hayward
rather
Jones
this weekend.
onto it now. Looking for Eden, can't get it there. Carini with it now, takes a hit from Hayward Jones. Simon sends that around. Devlin in a race forward with Carini, heads up. Chipped through to Simon. Heads up, he takes a hard check from Todd. Battle for it, Todd on the puck. Sends it up to Steven. Steven puts a shot on. A little rebound there, available for a split second, but Chubba is right there.
Yeah, well done by Chubba. That was a great chance for Australia. I think their best chance so far, as the Australian player completely alone deflects that shot pass from the point right into the gut of Chubba.
Great vision by Steven, Steven, if I got that correct, and Boyle with the tip there, but Chubba is square. Face-off won by Michael Atwell from Kubara. Mitchell Freer onto it, turning away from Mietinen. Sends that over to his brother, Lockie. Lockie back to his brother. Mietinen almost picked that off, but Mitchell picked it up. Sends it over to Chalice. Chalice looking for Atwell, can't find him. Bouncing puck with Pretorius. He knocks Atwell over for his troubles. Daigle with it now behind his own net. Reverses it to Kubara. Off Mietinen's foot. Heads up.
And the Pegs, once again, the villains.
The Pegs, no change for New Zealand. Daigle and Casey Kubara going in hard to the net. You'll see on that far side there. Daigle trying to keep Kubara away from the net. They just, I think, got tied up.
Chubba actually took the post off. You can see there as he pushes off from the post.
Heads up.
That's and then Daigle taking the Australian player into the net. No, you got to put the puck in there, not the player. That doesn't count.
Webster and I believe it's Atwell will duel this face-off here. Oh, okay, a little pump fake there, but Atwell will take the win. That's one for the stat sheet. Wrapped around to Freer. Freer chips that out. just out there. Well done by Rock to get to it first. Daigle back on it. Webster chasing him. Moves it over to Chalice. Chalice goes back, surveying. He'll send that over to Freer. Looking for Daigle off the skate to Chalice. Chalice with it now. Looking to find Freer, picked off by Christensen. Christensen over to Lashenko. Lashenko over to Webster, over to Rock. Rock shoots. Chuba's got it. Doesn't know. Now he's got it there.
Oh, big save by Chuba again.
Great save. Great puck movement from Australia.
Yeah, really good chemistry from the Australians. We saw plays like that yesterday. They weren't able to capitalize on those, and eventually they will. If you keep giving them those chances in the slot, they're going to score.
Well done by Webster there at the top of your screen to take a hit to make a play. Scramble draw controlled there by Australia. Lodge onto it. Cycles it back down. Iamson gets there first. He's harassed there by Woodman. Turned over. That Chen with it now. He's taken by Sandoy up to Funes at the point. That just missed a body in front. Comes up the other way. O'Hanley onto it now. He goes D to D to his partner Funes. Funes up to Lodge. He'll chip that down and chase. Amston wraps it around. Dalmato looking to get it out, but Chen keeps it in to Lodge, leaving it for Woodman. He takes a hard hit by Regan. Chen shooting blocked, but we have a hand pass.
So again, Australia preventing New Zealand from exiting the zone. They've done really well to pin them in and force some turnovers and get some chances. So I guess the draw will be coming outside the zone. I assume it was a hand pass by the Australian player.
Yes, hand pass, absolutely. That one's won by Sean Brown away from Todd. You're not going to hear that one very often. Todd has been phenomenal on the faceoffs this weekend. Simon on it now. He looks for Hayward Jones, but Flight picks it up. He'll give it to Simon behind his own net. 1-2-2 press looks like from Australia here. Brown drops it for Simon. Simon looking to turn away from Steven. Steven on him. He'll reverse it back to Hayward Jones. Todd on him. Up to Brown. Brown still with the puck. Sends across ice to Flight. Flight goes deep with Kasia bearing down on him. Toivonen with it now. He looks to send it. He gets pass intercepted by Kozak. Finds Brown in the high slot. Great block by Carini. And that'll go up and out of play.
That's a rare puck handling mistake from Toivonen. He looks really comfortable with the puck usually. This time, gives it away, creates a chance for New Zealand, but a good block there to send it up into the netting. And a puck for a fan.
Yeah, well done by Carini getting his body in the lane. Devlin and Casey Kubara will drop the face-off here. That one's won by Australia, but Jackson Fontaine's first to the puck. Taken in hard to the boards by Brunt. Pretorius working him over. Pretorius takes it up. Give and go with Kubara to Kubara. Back to Mietin, over to Kubara again. Say that 10 times fast. Bouncing puck off Chuba, who kicks it to the corner for Freer. Freer on it now. Over to Daigle. Kicks up to Fontaine, just jumped over his stick. Miettinen keeps it in. And Daigle deflects that pass up and out of play. We'll do the face-off to Chuba's right.
7 minutes left in this period, still 0-0. Shots are 7-3 for Australia. Hope you're enjoying this action. I can see Zane in the chat. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Kubara and Devlin for this face-off here. Won by Devlin. But Tyler Kubara gets on the puck first, looking for the point. Brunt just sends that back down. Casey Kubara on the puck in the corner. Circles back up to Brunt at the top. D to Pretorius. That shot just went high. Kubara looking to center, picked up by Fontaine. Fontaine chips it to Daigle. Daigle took a heavy check by Miettinen, but he got the puck out to Freer. Freer took a check from Kubara, but he got it out. Fontaine with speed. 1-on-3. Looking for Eden. Shot. Oh my goodness, just over. Great pass and a great shot. Just missed.
Great to see Fontaine
Kubara
driving
onto
the play like that.
Looking to cross. That shot into the glove of Chuba. Heads up Fontaine and Miettinen saying hello. I don't think they're making plans to grab a beer afterwards.
No, I don't think so. They don't look too friendly with each other.
Did not look very amicable, we'll say. But a great save there from Chuba.
Seeing that play now on the replay. Jackson Fontaine, really nice pass, perfectly weighted onto the tape. And I think you said it was Eden, right? Shot it over the net.
Atwell sending Chalice to the other side as he's about to have this face-off with Webster. Wins that one to Chalice. Chalice goes over to Amston. Amston chips it to Chalice. Ruck on him. Ruck steals it, sends it up to Costa. Costa shot. That was tipped in front by Webster, up and out of play.
That was really dangerous. We've seen quite a few shots from the point there with Australian bodies in front of Chuba getting their sticks on it. Eventually you're going to score if you keep doing that. It's not much you can do when the puck is tipped right in front of you as a goaltender. Just have to hope it hits you.
Absolutely.
So New Zealand needs to clean up those screens in front of Chuba.
Atwell and Webster again. Webster winning that one. Christensen at the point. Fires tipped a couple of times, but not through. Oh my goodness, Webster had a chance. Off the post, off the bend wall, Ruck. Off the back wall, bounced out in front for Ruck. Hit it off the post, and Amston clears it. He'll head to the bench.
That was a really close call. Ice Blacks are very lucky not to go down 1-0 there.
Ruck's coming up through neutral ice. Send it behind to Lodge giving chase. Weird bounce again. Webster with a shot on goal. Great save. Boyle. Not Boyle. Oh my goodness, too many names. Plays happen too fast. Oh my.
Too much action to keep up with.
Too much action. Hand pass there, and the play is stopped. Let's see a little scramble play. There's Ruck off the post, off the rear wall. Almost.
That was close. Puck just bobbled over his stick. He couldn't make good contact with it.
Lodge was the Australian player. O'Hanley with it now. Sends it up to Chen. He'll chip that down. No icing. Lodge and Sandoy racing for it now. Well done by Sandoy to use his body to protect the puck. Kicks over to Regan. Regan chipping up to Otis. Couldn't get it around the big body of Funes. Woodman onto it now. Looking to center to Lodge. He gets it. Over to Funes. Shot scores.
What a shot.
Funes.
Beautiful one-timer.
Great pass by Lodge, and Funes one-times it there. It is 1-0.
Yeah, not much that Chuba could do there. Really good job by the Australians to battle for that puck. Wins the puck battle. New Zealand player looks like he didn't know where the puck was for a second and just absolutely blasts it. Hopefully we'll see that from behind the net. I think that was low glove side, the one-timer shot.
Yes, it was.
Again.
It's got to be the hair cotton. It's beautiful. Feathered and lethal. Funes with an unbelievable head of hair.
Great flow, great goal, and it's 1-0 Australia.
Regan onto it now. He chips it down. Dalmato giving chase. Takes a hit from Kasha, but he hangs on to the puck. Otis helping out. Chipping it to the far side. Dalmato onto it now. Up to the point. Freer had a time with it there. Couldn't get it through. Carini trying to get it there. He has it now. Sends it to the corner. Takes a check from Regan for his troubles. Daigle with it now. Turns it over to Carini. Steven on it now. He shoots just high and wide. Didn't miss by much.
Another close call. Could easily be 3-0 now.
Boyle with it now. D to D to Kasia. Back to Boyle. Boyle swings around his own net. Looking up ice. Backhand pass to Carini. Carini over to Steven with speed. Carini to the backhand. Or Steven to the backhand, excuse me. That hits a leg in front on the centering pass and clears. Both teams looking to make changes here. Devlin with it onto it now. Pass misfires, but Tyler Kubara is onto it here. Sends it cross ice. Devlin with it now. Chips it by Miettinen. Starts the wheel. He goes cross ice to Eden. Eden wheeling one-on-one with Pretorius. Miettinen over to help. Kubara intercepts that pass there, and he'll wrap behind his net. D to D to Brunt. Brunt goes up to Miettinen. He goes off the glass and out. Burns looking to find Eden, just missed, but that'll go for icing. No changes for New Zealand.
That's tough, and New Zealand's really struggled on the draw this series, and especially today. They've won a few draws, which were maybe confused the Australian forwards. Otherwise, the Australians have been solid on the draw. 3 minutes and 34 seconds here. New Zealand needs to prevent Australia from getting another one before the end of this period.
Webster on this face-off here between Lashenko and Ruck. Dylan Devlin will take this face-off for New Zealand. Did well to win it forward to Eden, looking to feed Jackson Fontaine. Didn't get out, though. Christensen did well to poke check him and keep the puck. He drives the lane. Well done by Burns, keeping him to the outside. He goes up to Costa. Costa shoots, looking for a tip from Lashenko. Didn't get it. Great save, Chuba. Ruck sends it down to Webster. Webster goes across to Christensen. Christensen shot. That's gobbled up by Chuba. Great save. Way to get square. Come up to the top of his blue.
Yeah, important that Chuba held that for the whistle. So we had a lot of tired legs out here. As you mentioned, with that icing call, New Zealand won the draw but wasn't able to get it far enough out to get a change. So now we have some fresh legs coming out here.
Both teams making changes on that one. Woodman and Atwell for this faceoff. Atwell winning it cleanly. Sandoy looking to make a move, but great forechecking from Lodge to force that one. I think the puck's on the back of the net. Nope, so excuse me, gets sent over to Chalice. Chalice going cross ice. Might be another hand pass there, yes. Woodman with a diving deflection, almost looked like a soccer goalkeeper, parrying the ball over the crossbar. But it gets sent over off his glove to a teammate. We'll have a stoppage and play for a hand pass.
Is that the third hand pass?
That is the third hand pass,
in this first period.
yes.
I don't think I've seen that many in one period of hockey in my life. Australians doing really well to pin New Zealand in their zone.
Good
Using
battle
their
draw
hands as
there.
well.
Gets sent back to O'Hanley. Goes up to Chen, sends that down and around. Chuba leaving it there for Sandoy, sending it over to Chalice. Chalice looking back. He heads over to Sandoy again. Sandoy looking for Freer, just jumped over his stick, but no icing. Linesman felt that Australia, nope, they are going to call icing, excuse me.
They're just trying to make you look silly, those referees.
Well, it's working. It's working.
They must have you in their ears, too.
Yeah, potentially.
So no change for New Zealand. Again, they're going to need a draw here, a draw win. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left. Shots are 14-3 for Australia. Absolutely dominant in this period.
Australia going back to the big boys, Todd, Carini, and Steven. Clean win by Todd. Carini shot save, or Steven shot save there. Steven onto the puck. Leaves it back there for Boyle. Boyle looking for Todd, jumped over his stick. Both number 11s, Carini, and Atwell battling for it. Sends over to the other side. Sandoy trying to shunt the checking of Todd. That gets up to Boyle. Boyle shot. Hit a leg in front. Oh.
That's unlucky.
And Todd, Johnny on the spot, bangs it in. I think that hit about 3 people before it even, I don't even think it ever got to Chuba.
Yeah, that's a bad bounce.
Kicked back.
Yeah,
kicked
as we were talking about
Todd.
earlier, Australia's done really well to get traffic in front of the New Zealand goalies this entire series. And eventually they're going to score if they keep shooting from the point with bodies in front.
You look at all that traffic in front of Chuba. Never actually got to him and just seemed to trickle out to the other side. And Cameron Todd, Johnny on the spot there to
maybe
bang it
the
home.
easiest goal he'll score in his life. The goalie have no idea where the puck is, just has a whack at it.
Oh, Kozak on a breakaway here. Shoot, oh, he just missed the net. Flight around the other side. Pretorius coming up ice now. He looks to chip it deep, chip and chase through Daigle. Daigle did well. Pretorius working him over. Daigle with it now. Looking up for Jackson Flight, and that gets sent down. No icing. Casey Kubara getting to that one. Stops behind his own net. Blue 82, blue 82. And we're hot. Here we go. We'll get going here.
I thought you said you never played gridiron.
No, but I've seen enough football movies to know that's what you're supposed to say. Sean Brown in it. Mittinen on him. He swings it around to Jackson Flight. Heads up. Hard check by Pretorius.
Absolutely laid him out.
Pops right up. Sean Brown looking for a break. Well done by Pretorius to tie his stick up. Did well there to not take a penalty, just being strong on his stick. Freer with it now. Looking to flip that deep. Brunt onto it. Up to Mietinen. He looks cross ice. That hit his stick. Couldn't get cleanly to Tyler Kubara. That gets sent to Pretorius, who goes deep. Reverse check on Regan. Up to Dalmatau on that far side. Christensen closing him out. Nice check from Christensen. Otis there battling. Christensen coming up with the puck. Webster with it now. Over to Christensen. Christensen looking to make move on Burns. Well done by Burns watching the chest. Dalmatau turning back the other way. One-on-one. Nice move to the backhand. Has a chance. Oh my.
Oh
We
my.
are
Dalmatau.
have a Australian penalty, a power play here for New Zealand.
Oh, come on. Give him a penalty shot, ref. You gave 2 yesterday.
I don't think you'll be calling a penalty shot on that one. He did get a shot. We'll have a look on the replay here in a moment.
Lovely stick work by Dalmatau to create that chance.
We'll see what the call is. Slashing is the call. He'll sit for 2 minutes or less.
Hopefully we'll see a replay of that sweet move by Dalmatau in a second.
Ruck will go sit.
And
Let's see if we can get the replay. 30 seconds to go here. Nope, no replay on that one.
oh, that's a shame. Hopefully we'll see it on the highlight reel.
Hopefully. Apologize there. I stepped on a wire and muted myself. Apologies for that one, folks. Over to Fontaine. He'll just deflect it with a skate over to Chalice. Chalice on the near side. Looking to find Daigle in the middle. Shot. Oh, my goodness. What a block by Todd. Put his body on the line.
I'm not sure what happened there. Daigle arguing about something with the referee.
Whistle has gone. We're not sure. I'm not sure what the call was on that one. It wouldn't have been a hand pass as it was in Australia's defensive zone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But good chance for Daigle and better block to stop it from getting
well done by
target.
Freer on the faceoff. Yeah, that was great block by Todd there to put his body in the lane.
Oh, Todd all over the place
all
today.
Over it. He's feeling hot. That gets cleared down by Kashia, and that'll do it for our first period here.
So goals by Todd and Funes. So Volrath in the chat letting us know that was Funes' debut goal for the Australian national team. So it's been 12 years with the senior national team. First goal for them. So congratulations to Funes.
There you go. I say again, it's got to be the hair cotton. It looks like we might be going down to an interview in a little bit. Not yet. Excuse me. Pardon me. Shots there, that's 16-3 in favor of Australia.
Yeah, Australia
New Zealand
absolutely dominant.
New Zealand looking maybe a little bit more urgency is what their coaching staff might be telling the boys there. If you're the Australian coach, what do you think's getting said into that locker room there?
I think they're going to be pretty happy with their play. They were really dominant, really prevented New Zealand from getting clean exits from their defensive zone. Pinned them in, created some turnovers, lots of chances. Could easily be 4-0. As we saw, there was a few chances that just zipped over the bar, and Chuba made a few good saves to keep it 2-0.
Absolutely, yes. Could be, like you said, way more than 2-0. It's great saves from Chuba.
Now, some positives for New Zealand. They were able to create a few good chances. Individual brilliance for the most part from Dalmatau, dangling through 3 players and managing to get a shot on target to draw the penalty. And they looked excellent on the power play as well.
So we are going to send it down to Michael Domigan with Casey Kubara here. Enjoy. Oh, excuse me, we weren't ready. Pardon me. Pardon me.
I'm curious if Casey Kubara speaks Polish, given his Polish last name. I don't know if Michael can hear me. You can practice your Polish, Michael. Ask him a few questions.
Apologies for the technical difficulties here, folks. We will be...
I think we had a bad mic. Sorry about that. Just trying to sort out the sound issues.
Yeah. While we're just sorting out that technical difficulties, let's send it to intermission, folks. Let's... Kia ora koutou, welcome back to the Hive. Australia leading this one 2-0 after 20 minutes of play here. Bartek, what did we make of that first period?
So Australia played a pretty perfect first period. Maybe only one defensive lapse really allowing Kozak to come in one-on-one on Toivonen. And otherwise, they were pretty perfect. It took some Dalmatau magic to cut through 3 defensemen to create a chance, draw a penalty near the end of that period. New Zealand was looking good on the power play, but otherwise really struggled to exit their zone, had a lot of turnovers in their defensive. They'll need to tighten up, bring some energy here. Australia probably needs to just keep doing more of the same. Could have easily been 4 or 5-0 for Australia if they took a few more of their chances.
That's it. If the solid work of Chubba back there wasn't as solid, then yes, you're absolutely right. It would have been a 5-0. It could be easily a 5-0 game. Shots are 16-3 for for Australia. As the teams look to take the ice here.
I expect maybe both teams will switch goalies halfway through this period to give both goalies an even amount of time. I think they did that last time in the Trans-Tasman clash, so we might see Aston Brooks back out there for New Zealand and Tetro, as you say with your French accent, back in the pipes for Australia halfway through this period. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely, yes. I wouldn't, because part of today this weekend I should say, is prep. We're going to head down to Michael Domigan again with a member of the Australian team. Let's send it to Michael.
All right, we're here with Ty Wishart, coach of the Australian Mighty Roos. Ty, 40 minutes of gameplay left. Are you going to change things up, try something different, or keep the same going?
I think it's working pretty good so far, so we're going to stick to it.
What do you have to say to the fans back home tuning in for this weekend series?
Obviously my first experience with Team Australia, and we're just guys are going out there working hard, and that's what we want to bring home for us.
And if you had to rate the team, how are you finding them working as a unit this weekend?
I think we've come together pretty well. It's not always easy when you've never played together before, but the guys are handling it really well.
Fantastic. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So Daigle almost took a puck to the face there, I think. Luckily, he's doing okay. And thank you, Michael Domigan, our production manager, for that interview with the Australian coach.
And let's get back to the action here. Daigle sends it up to Fontaine, kicks it back to Daigle. He's coming in. Slap shot, blocker save, Toivonen. Saw that one all the way. Chalice sends it over to Eden. 35 seconds left on the power play. Eden looking to get through. Well done by the Australian defender Christensen to force him back. One back, give and go with Daigle. Fake slap shot. Daigle down to Chalice in the corner. Over to Eden. Eden looking to shoot, can't pull the trigger. He'll circle back and survey his options. Looking cross seam to Fontaine. Surprised him a little bit, but he kept control. Lashenko on him. He goes behind the net over to Chalice. He goes up to Eden. One-timer blocked by Christensen. Stick lift on Freer and sends it down for a clear, and that'll do it for the Australian penalty kill, New Zealand power play. Both teams making changes here as we're back to even strength. Daigle looking for Otis. He takes a hit from Funes, and that'll do it for icing. I think Otis looking for an interference penalty, but it's not going to get it.
Yeah, that possibly should have been interference there. But New Zealand looking a bit tentative on their power play. Not very much movement, just moving the puck around the umbrella, allowing the Australians to stay in their box and protect the center of the ice. They'll need some of their players to take some chances to attack with stick handling, with speed, to drive the Australians out of position.
Face-off controlled by New Zealand with Dalmatau coming up through neutral ice. Trying to cut back on O'Hanley, who does well to stop that. Puck in the corner there. Regan supporting his F1. Looking to cut to the net. In front with Otis. Shoots. Oh, that hit a body and didn't go. I think that hit Funes, but did not go in the net. Nice chance for Otis.
Funes scored a goal, saved a goal.
There you go. Amson keeping it in. Lodge all over Regan comes up with it. Sends it up to Chen. Chen looking to flip it, but cannot. Gets it to Amston. Amston takes a check from Woodman. Woodman coming down on Burns. Finishes his check on Burns. Regan chips it out. Funes with it now. Hit his own man just inside the blue line. Back to Burns. Goes cross ice to Dalmatau. Dalmatau looking cross ice. Fanned on the pass. Chen Well done by Amston to put his stick in the lane from Chen's shot. Chen did well to absorb the check from Amston. Kicks it over to Todd, big Australian captain. Looking to go backdoor, picked off by Amston. Amston trying to send Otis the other way. He's at the end of a shift. He'll dump it down, look for a change. Bouncing puck to Toivonen, who sends it over to Boyle. Boyle up ice to Steven. Steven looking cross ice over everyone's head, deflected by Devlin. That could be high stick. No, they're going to play on. Todd hitting Devlin there. Steven on it now. He goes cross ice to Kasha. Kasha takes a hit from Fontaine. Broken stick there for Todd. Bounced off Simon's stick to Steven. Steven up through his own legs. Steven still on it, trying to cut back on Simon. Simon does well to stay with him. Puck battling the corner. Could have been a hook there on Kasha. Kubara with the shot. Didn't get through to Chuba. Rebound is there. And Fontaine turns looking up ice. He goes to Luke Simon. Simon coming in. He'll just go deep into the zone, head to the bench. Casey Kubara on it first. Drops it back to Kasha. Kasha goes back behind his own net. He'll get it set up here. Devlin surveying him. Here comes Tyler Kubara. Coming up with speed. Up to Mietinen. Off his skate, not in. Mietinen coming in hard on Freer. Go battling into the corner. Daigle stepping into Tyler Kubara. Up they go. Cross ice to Eden. Just jumped over his stick off the linesman. So he was able to get it first and dump it down. He'll head to the bench. Christensen onto it now. He finds Ruck. Ruck kicking it over to Freer. Freer with a shot on goal. Kicked away by Toivonen. Atwell on the forecheck. Stick check there by Kubara. Kubara sends it deep. Costa on it there. Kept in there by Lashenko. Lashenko takes a hit from Freer. Christensen onto it now. He goes to looking for Kubara, but Kubara was looking for a change. So Webster just had to leave it there. Daigle looking cross ice, picked off by Webster, but left it there for a moment. Costa there to pick up the loose change to avoid the checking of Atwell. Over to Ruck. Ruck to Webster. Webster met by Daigle. They go into the corner. Hard check by Daigle there. Webster stays on it. Another check from Daigle. Webster over. Looking to center to Lashenko, who can't finish. Moving up is Costa. He goes back, try to center. That kicked away by Mitchell Freer. Shot there, doesn't get through. Chalice on the puck now. Lashenko checking him, kicks it out in front. Webster leaves for Lashenko. Lashenko leaves it there, and Flight will take over for New Zealand. And he goes one-on-one with Costa. Puts a shot to the blocker. That'll wrap around the other side. Kozak will get to it first with Webster giving chase. Over to Amston. Amston looking back to Kozak. Just jumped over his stick. He may have had a lane to the net. Drops it back for Flight. Flight looking cross crease to Kozak in front. Flight diving at it. It's loose. Oh, just Sean Brown couldn't pull the trigger. Now he does. That's blocked. I think it's Chen sliding out in front of it.
What a block by Chen. Your pick for MVP of the series. Saved a goal there for Australia.
Well done by Woodman to pick off that pass from Amston. He had Regan streaking through the middle. Shot there. Kicked away by Chuba. O'Hanley on it. He goes down. Left. Woodman leaves it there, and Amston will get to it. Off the boards to Regan. Fune steps up. Chen with it now. He looks to attack the middle. Chen coming around the near side. Avoiding Sean Brown. Spin move around Callum Burns, doesn't get through. Lodge with a shot. Couple New Zealand sticks in the way, and that goes up and out of play.
Pokes a hole in the ceiling, I think.
Uh-oh, not the new ceiling. Apologies, yeah. Chris Blong. We're trying our best to keep it all in one piece here.
And the other Blong, Darren Blong, happy to see another broken stick. I think another sale for center ice. 6 or 7 broken sticks this series. This is an expensive series for the players.
Well, Todd not ready for that face-off. Quick drop, and Otis wins that one cleanly. And it is iced.
Face-off all the way back down in the New Zealand zone. And Australia will be happy to take it. Some tired legs for the Kiwis. The Australians have been excellent on the face-off, especially Todd, the Australian captain. He's barely lost any draws in this series.
No, it looks like you're going to have to quick drop it when he's not ready for him to lose one. Warning to White given to Australia. That's the white team. team in the white sweaters. Todd and Otis on that one. Otis wins that one away. Dalmatel trying to send it to Sandoy. That took a funny hop. It went away. Steven got there first. Todd on it now. Still comes up, trying to avoid the checking of Hayward Jones. Just jumps through Boyle. Here comes Dalmatel. One-on-one with Kasia. Trying to get a shot. Good stick from Kasia to keep that away from danger. Kicks out to Boyle. Boyle will look up ice. He finds Steven. Steven looking cross ice. Boyle getting to it. Hayward Jones on him. Nice check from Alex Regan. 2-on-2 battle in that corner there. How many times have we had that 2-on-2 battle in practice? Hayward Jones comes up. They're looking to go off the wall. Ian Otis with it now. He'll send it to the far side. Alex Regan one-on-one with Boyle, stepping around his man. Just couldn't get around him cleanly. And here comes Casey Kubara with speed. Getting around his own man, Mietinen, stepping through middle ice. Around Justin Daigle, coming around the New Zealand net now. Can't get the pass to the point. Hands it over to Jackson Fontaine, who will wheel out with it. Daigle did well to stay on side, and he'll just dump it down, but Casey Kubara is there to intercept. Pass off, breakout pass off the skate. Mitchell Freer shoots, that just goes wide. Over to Devlin, he'll shoot, and that goes right to Toivonen, who will gobble that one up.
Toivonen hasn't been busy with only 11 saves, but he's looked sharp when called upon. It's actually often tougher as a goalie when you're sitting there cold for a while and then suddenly are called upon to make a big save. So well done to Toivonen.
Just reading the comments there, it looks like the 5th of April is when the AIHL will start. So I'm assuming, please correct me in the comments if we're wrong, but I'm assuming that's a normal start for you guys. For us here in New Zealand, our season typically starts in May. However, this year with the World Championships being hosted here in New Zealand, we're going to start this a little bit earlier. So please let us know in the comments if that's a typical start for you guys. Costa had to circle back as Chen was caught deep in the zone, and he's forced to dump it down. Freer on it now, D to Daigle. Daigle backhand around at Chris Eden. Eden with it now. He just tries to reverse it to Daigle. Lashenko gets there first, and Webster onto it now, looking for the point, but Chris Eden picks that off, and he'll wheel up ice. Finds Dylan Devlin with Christensen meeting him. Devlin coming new. He takes a check from Christensen, did well to stay on the puck. Here comes Chen now with speed up ice. He's trying to get around Callum Burns, who does well to keep him to the outside. Well done watching the chest, couldn't get around him. That gets fired across. Lodge took a tumble in front of the net. Back up to Lodge at the top. Slap shot. Save. Rebound. Great save by Chuba to recover off O'Hanley, who's defenseman coming down. Freer looking cross ice. That gets picked off from Lodge. Bounce back to Chalice. Chalice in his own zone. He's looking for Freer. Nice try. Could be enough is enough for icing. That was great vision from Jordan Chalice. Just being patient. Looking cross ice. Well done by Chuba to make his save, plant the left leg, and fire his body across to deny O'Hanley. He slides down looking for that rebound, but Chuba does well to get square and kick that away.
Yeah, good blocking save by Chuba.
Here's the goaltending change for Australia and New Zealand, so that'll do it for Toivonen. Tetro takes over, and that'll do it for Chuba as Aston Brooks takes over. You called it, Bartek.
Yeah, fair
halfway
play.
Through the game,
Let them both have an even amount of time. Tough for Aston Brooks, though, coming in with no warm-up, facing a warmed-up Australian team that's eager to get a third goal here. Let's see how he does, if he can get his head in the game quickly.
Face-off won by Australia. Mietinen onto it now. Boyle at the point. His shot is blocked from Freer. Finishes his check on Boyle. Gets dumped down to Lodge. Lodge onto it now. Takes a check from Amston. Amston working him over in the corner. Lodge staying on it. Loses his stick. And he'll have to stop and pick it up, so Amston takes the puck away. Woodman harassing him. Boyle puts a shot on. Kicked away by Brooks. Lodge with it now. Trying to center. I think that hit Atwell in the face. Didn't know where it was for a second. Lodge fans on his shot. From his knees, will just dump it to the far corner. Amston gets there first. Mietinen all over him. That gets to the point. Shot deflected wide. Atwell onto it now. He'll take a check from Steven. Puck still there. Doing well to protect the puck. Mietinen there. We've got a power play or penalty called against the mighty Roos. Looks like number 4 Woodman is going to sit 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Yeah, you don't want to be taking a penalty in the offensive zone. That's coach probably won't be very happy with him for that.
Perhaps that was maybe a cross-check in front of the net.
I didn't see where it happened. Yeah.
No.
Referees have sharper eyes than we do.
That's it. That's why they're down there wearing the stripes, and we're just a couple of Canadian clowns with headsets on. Although I will say today, some pretty well-dressed Canadian clowns.
Yeah, that's right. Kyle looking real dapper.
Just trying to follow Bartek's lead here, team. That gets to the point, kept in by Freer. He goes over to Chalice. Fine, Eden in the middle. He'll tip. That hits the skate, doesn't get through, and Steven will send that down onto Brooks with Todd all over him. Daigle sends it over to Freer. Freer looking up ice. He sends that over to Chris Eden. Eden coming up now. Slingshot to Daigle, trying to activate. Sends it over to Freer first time. Freer drops it for Chalice, takes a check. Freer takes a check from Pretorius for his troubles. Daigle over to Eden. Eden fakes the shot. He can't shoot there. Over to Daigle. He'll shoot that one. That just hit wide. Maybe off the leg of Todd. But Pretorius gets the clear.
Got a loose net guard on the ice.
Daigle with it now in his own zone. Changes here for us, for both teams. Daigle up he goes to Chris Eden. Eden trying to cut in the middle. Just can't find out Dalmatau. Christensen will send it. Him and Costa having a little bit of a you get it, no you get it. But at the end of the day, it got down and out of harm's way. Ian Otis on there behind his own net. Curling New Zealand power play here. He'll leave it for Amston. Amston moving up ice with it. Looking for Burns, who got a tip on it, so no icing. Christensen will get there first. He'll wrap that around the boards. Great tip from Casey Kubara to get it out. Amston with it now, being watched by Tyler Kubara. Turns away, Kubara will head to the bench. Callum Burns with it now, excuse me. Here comes Ivan Dalmatau now. He sends it across. Ooh, he had a look there for Michael Atwell. Just missed his angle. Great idea. Burns over to Amston. Amston, he shoots. That was deflected by Casey Kubara. He'll feel that one. That one on the inside of the skate. Never feels good. He's feeling that on his way to the bench.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. Even in goalie skates, when you take one of the skates, sometimes it stings a bit.
No.
So, good block by the Australian forward. And 8 seconds left on this New Zealand power play.
Face off to the right of Tetro. Sean Brown and Webster will duel this one. That one is controlled by New Zealand. Sean Brown has it now. He drops it, leaves it back for Sando. Sando with a shot, tipped. Great save, Tetro. Kozak onto it now. O'Hanley can't get it past Sean Brown, who loses that one to Webster. Webster coming up. Australia with a 3-on-2. Great back check from Jackson Flight. Shot there from Webster that goes wide. On the half wall there, Simon steps into his man. Kozak battling, can't get it out, but Sandoy will settle it down. He goes off the wall looking for Brown. Kozak picks it up, drops it to Brown now. He gets the line and gets it deep. New Zealand trying to get to a forecheck. O'Hanley on there. He'll swing that around for Ruck. Ruck goes off the boards looking for Webster. Simon Gare taps it through. Todd picks that up. Coming in on the near side. Todd to the backhand. Looking to go forehand. Shot. Great save, Brooks. Rebound. A great double save by Aston Brooks.
Two absolutely massive saves. Game savers for Aston Brooks. Coming into this game with no warm-up.
Tetro moving it quickly, trying to catch New Zealand on a change. Chris Eden coming through, 1-on-3. He goes over to Devlin. Devlin firing it, tipped. What a great save by Tetro. Centers it. Nobody's there except number 4, Woodman, for the wrong team. Nice save by Tetro. Woodman now with speed, going to the backhand. It's stopped. Daigle swings it to the far side, but Woodman will get there first. He's met by Daigle, who takes him out. Battling there. Kasia sends that back. I think Daigle might take, no. Looks like we're going to have a penalty.
So Justin Daigle going to the box for holding, I expect.
Maybe both, because Australia had possession of the puck and they blew the whistle.
Yeah, maybe.
But the New Zealand door is open, so he's going to go.
Looks like Daigle saying he was elbowed in the face is what he's arguing to the referee. Trying to argue for a canceling penalty for Australia. Yeah, that is strange that they blew the whistle when Australia had possession.
Yeah,
a little bit of miscommunication with the Zebras.
That's okay. Well, New Zealand will go to the penalty kill. And I believe this is Australia's first power play of the day. Won there by Tyler Kubara. Todd at the point. Sends it over to Steven. Steven to Todd. Back to Kubara. Back to Steven. Steven over to Casey Kubara. Up to Todd. Todd with it now. He shoots. Off the goalpost. Seeing eye shot. Great screen in front. And that goes off the goalpost, so not even a shot on goal.
Yeah, Brooks couldn't see that at all. You could see him trying to look around the screen and surprise. So give your post a thanks, Aston Brooks.
Here comes Steven now. Over to Kubara. Kubara jumps around a check from Burns. Amson will get there first, looking to clear it, but Carini tried to knock out with his hand, and that doesn't feel good either. Todd with it now in his own zone. Sends it to Carini now. He's wheeling on Burns, turns it over, drops it to Tyler Kubara. He looks up the near side circle, coming through the middle, fires a shot, that goes wide, looking for that screen, potentially a tip from Carini. Boyle onto it now. He goes across to Steven. Can't handle the pass, that jumps by Dylan Devlin, but Amston is there, big Steven Amston is there to send that away, and they'll make a change here. Both teams changing on this one. Casey Kubara wheeling up the far side, cutting through middle ice. Here he comes on Mitchell Freer. Over to Boyle. Boyle looking cross ice for Chen. That took a weird bounce off the boards, but Kozak is able to poke it away. Tetros sends that over to Chen. He looks cross ice first time, and Lishenko will be onto that one in his near side. He goes back to Boyle. Boyle just hanging out behind his net. And here he starts up ice now. 4 Australians wheeling with speed. He finds Lishenko. Lishenko coming up the near side. Thank you.
And the penalty's over. Daigle is back out there for New Zealand.
There you go. Almost had a break. Over there with Webster. Fune's trying to go through his legs. He'll just get that line and get it deep. Freer onto it there. Flight on it. He looks for Chalice, but will not be an icing call. Christensen gets there first. He'll go over to Costa. New Zealand making some changes here. Back to Christensen. Christensen being harassed. Oh, heads up. Michael Atwell stops that, looking to find Jordan Chalice. Makes a move there. Offside is the call. One too many moves at the blue line there. Good look for New Zealand on the counter.
I think we're seeing that shot off the post now. Aston Brooks struggling to find it, and off the bar, or off the uprights rather.
Off the post. Look at the battle in front, Burns and Kubara.
Oh yeah, he can't see anything, Aston Brooks. That's a tough one. He's been really good actually at fighting through screens this game and the previous game. I think that's the first time I've seen him completely surprised by a point shot.
Fired up, Lodge sends that through. Gets a tip on it, snow icing. Hayward Jones with it now. Over to Chalice. Chalice can't quite get it out. Atwell steps in hard to his man. I think that's Costa on that side. Kicks it over and Chalice will take over. Looking cross ice, pass intercepted by Ruck. Ruck sends that deep. Working in on Simon. He'll win that battle and send it across to his partner, Hayward Jones. Hayward Jones takes a hard check there from Woodman. Woodman stepped into by Atwell. A little battle there. He kicks it over to Steven. Steven holding on to it. He looks middle, finds Ruck, takes a check, but can't pull the trigger. Hayward Jones looking middle through Eden. Well done by Costa, step up on him. He'll go D to D to his partner, who goes straight up ice, but that will do for icing. No change, Australia.
So 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this period. An opportunity for New Zealand, if they can win this draw, to apply some pressure to Australia. Hopefully get a goal back before the end of this period to give them some momentum going into the third.
Some tired Australians here on the ice. You see a couple of them hunched over. These are the ones that you have to try to take advantage of. Draw
Really
one by Devlin, well done. Burns with a shot. Great block by Woodman. Ruck will just chip that out. Burns tries to send that deep. Ruck and Woodman able to get off. Here come 2 new skaters for Australia. Amston onto it now. Devlin takes over. He cuts up ice. Looking for Fontaine, picked off by Carini. Carini sends it over to Steven. Steven slows up, fakes a shot, holding on to it now. Stefan Amston does well. He's looking cross ice. Well done to keep it in, or to break up that play by Burns. behind to Todd. Todd looking center ice.
What a massive save. I think Aston got a toe on it.
He did. Well done by Todd to find, and well done by Steven to get a stick to that one, but a better save by Brooks.
I think that's the save of the game for me from Brooks. Incredible save there.
Steven taking over again. Here he comes in the high slot. He'll shoot. Great block by Burns. Kasia on the far side. Sends that down to Todd. He goes back up to Kasia. Kasia over to Funes. Funes fires that one. Tipped on by Miettinen. Great save by Brooks. Great shot, great save, or great tip, and an even better save on that one.
Brooks has been excellent since coming on. Really impressed with him coming in cold and making so many big saves.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Miettinen stepping around Amston. Coming out front, another kick save by Brooks. Fontaine taking over. Poke check for a moment by Miettinen, but picks it up again. Turned over, here comes Kasia again. Shot there, save, rebound. Just couldn't find it as Miettinen looking to cycle, and Amston takes over. He'll just ice it. They just need the whistle there. Unable to clear the zone as New Zealand. 1 minute left in the second period. And
I think we'll see that on the replay now. The one-timer in front of the net.
Group.
Oh, what a save by Aston Brooks. Hopefully we'll see it behind the net view here. Does he get his toe on it? If he does, that is an incredible save. Oh, yeah, just off the blade.
Face-off won by Australia. Shot there from Pretorius, snagged by Brooks, and New Zealand is able to get the desperate change, and they get out of that one unscathed.
Australia outshooting New Zealand by 2-1. I think we're seeing the replay again now. Oh, just off the skate. Incredible save by Brooks.
Otis wins that face-off. He's had a good night in the face-off circle himself.
Yeah, he's been great.
Wrapped around. That will be icing with Regan giving chase, but Brunt beats him there.
Shots are 26-13 to Australia, outshooting the Kiwis by a factor of 2-1. Really applying the pressure towards the end of this period.
Face-off coming down to Brooks is left. Kubara facing off with Otis. Won by Kubara. Miettinen leaves it there for Pretorius, who chips it down to Miettinen. He looks to turn away from Daigle, wins it there. He'll wrap that one around. Can Brunt keep it in? He does. That gets kicked back behind the net to Miettinen. He hangs on to it. He goes to Casey Kubara behind the net. Cuts back on Otis, back to Miettinen, who comes through. Kubara onto it now. He'll go up to Brunt at the point. He looks to have a shot, but that gets blocked by Otis. Looks to clear, but that hit the other Kubara and didn't get out. Still doesn't get out. Yes, it does. Excuse me. Yes, it does. And that'll get chipped out, but not icing is the call. Brunting gets on there. Otis cycling it back. Pretorius tied up there by Dalmatau. Taken over there by Kubara. He'll go off the glass, but not out. Daigle on it now. Shot blocked by Kubara. Another shot. He's feeling that one. Oh, nice try. Right on the horn.
That would have been awesome.
Mitchell Freer looking for Ivan Dalmatau, looking to tip it. Just tipped it wide, but that'll do it for the end of the second period. Shots 26-14 for Australia. Australia leading this one 2-0 with 20 minutes left in this Trans-Tasman challenge.
Could have easily been 4 or 5, 5-0 by the end of this period if it wasn't for the work of Chubba. And then Aston Brooks coming in cold, making a ton of big saves. And, of course, Toivonen and Tetro standing tall at the other end to keep it 2-0 for Australia.
Again, another great period of hockey. We got 20 more minutes, so fortunately, unfortunately, you only got 20 more minutes left with us. But with that being said, I think it's time that we go get a drink just like you guys. But Bartek, I got a little surprise for you. I did, in fact, get us a Canadian delicacy. So we're just going to, I'll hand that one to you, buddy. So cheers.
Cheers.
We hope you guys have a drink just like us. Got to love what you do. Do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life, they say, right? Cheers, guys. We'll catch you in the third period. Cheers. Kia ora koutou, welcome back. We're just hydrating ourselves, getting ready for the third
That's right,
period.
just refueling a little bit.
But let's get back to the action here. Getting ready to start this third period. The last 20 minutes of this year's Trans-Tasman series. Just looking at the comments, Chris Kubara, I don't want to imagine having to do the 4 Kubara brothers on the ice. I'm struggling enough as it is.
Is there actually 4 Kubaras?
Just according to Chris's comment
Wow.
it looks like there is 4.
I did see someone commenting about Bailey Kubara, who did actually play in Poland, which is awesome, playing in the motherland.
There you
hopefully
go.
picked up a bit of Polish. Mówisz po polsku, Bailey Kubara?
Well, because there's been both Kubara brothers tonight and this weekend, I should say, have been all over the play. I would say I'm pretty comfortable with the pronunciation. I hope, otherwise this whole weekend has been a big lie.
I think you just need to roll the R if you want to do the really authentic Polish
there you
pronunciation.
Go. Well, I'm not
Kubara.
Polish, so I won't try. But thank you to all those tuning in and interacting with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. But we're still not done yet, so let's get ready to drop the puck on this third period. Devlin and Webster, won by Webster. Christensen onto the puck. He sends that up, dumped in by Devlin, back to Christensen. He goes up to Webster, off his stick to Amston. Amston D to Burns. Burns settling the puck down. He goes up to Fontaine, who tips it in. Devlin racing with Costa for the puck. Good stick check by Devlin, but it looks like he will be taking a 2-minute penalty there. Costa trying to wheel up ice, but gets intercepted by Fontaine. Dylan Devlin will sit 2 minutes for hooking.
So big penalty kill coming up for New Zealand here. Down 2-0 in this third period. Australia has been really dangerous. They're going to need Aston Brooks to keep up this excellent play. They're going to need to make some big blocks and battle here for it to keep it 2-0.
Back to that top penalty, or the power play unit there for Australia. Kubara wins that one. Todd across to Kubara. Back to Todd. Surveying, leaves it for Steven coming downhill on the near side. He shoots. That goes wide and will rim around and go out. Australia will have to tag up. You can see him looking for that far post there. Just missed the target on that one. Todd coming up ice now. Collides with Atwell. Turn back to Steven. Steven sending it behind the net. Over to Kubara, Casey Kubara onto it. Fire it through to Todd, did well to keep it in. Leaves it over to Steven. Steven shot. I think that hit Freer in front, didn't get through to Brooks. Back to Todd, tips it over to Steven. Steven crossed to Kubara, touches it to Todd, hopped over his stick. Australia have to start again. New Zealand looking to change some penalty killers. They'll get 3 of the 4 changed. Otis on Todd, and he'll head to the bench, kicking it back to Casey Kubara. Leaving it up for Carini, who just left it. But that's going to be icing.
Yeah, you don't want to be icing it on your own power play. But good job by New Zealand forcing Australia into that icing. And so far, haven't let Australia get any shots on target. Made some big blocks. Made sure to keep the Australians to the outside on their power play. So good penalty killing from the Kiwis. I think Coach Cam Freer will be happy to see that.
55 seconds left in this power play here. Australia winning that face-off, and Boyle takes over. Sends it over to Carini. Carini surveying, looking for Steven, who's looking to try to get a change. I think he was looking for him to start wheeling up ice, but Steven was trying to get to the bench. Sandoy will send that all the way the length of the ice, and Australia will start back in their own territory. Boyle onto it now. Otis watching him. Sends it over to Webster. Webster going cross ice to Chen with some speed. Cuts back. Over to Lushenko. Good battle in front. Funes and Sandoy, 2 big bodies. Webster over there. Penalty about to expire, 8 seconds left. Shot here, glove save, rebounds available, but not for long, as Brooks did very well to cut back and block it.
Yeah, great job by Aston Brooks.
Jump on the puck, I should say.
Comes off the cuff of his glove. With the screen, it's difficult for him to track it into the pocket, but he finds it and is able to pounce on it there.
Great job by Callum Burns just lifting Funes' stick. You know, you don't always have to be bigger or stronger than the guy. If you can just lift his stick, he can't score. And
yeah,
that was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect by Callum Burns to keep that away.
Yeah, good spot there.
Weird face-off play there. The Australian players weren't even set up for the face-off, and the puck got dropped.
I think it's the third time we've seen that happen today.
Yeah, so either the linesman's trying to tell Australia that you guys got to hurry up and get to the face-off, or maybe he's just a little bit too excited to drop the puck.
Good catch.
Shot from Carini is gobbled up by Brooks. You can see Todd there. We'll have a look at that replay.
Nice clean catch here by Aston Brooks, right in the pocket. No rebound. That's what's important there as the Australian forward. Number 9 is driving to the slot.
Face-off to Brooks is right. Australia on the warning. Steven and Burns giving each other a couple love taps.
Rare face-off loss for Todd there.
Don't see that very often. Over to Sean Brown. Flight on it now, trying to spin away from Kasia. Kasia did well not to take a penalty there. Carini circling back and trying to cut up ice. Goes across to Steven, trying to kick it. Amston had it there, kicked it to Flight, looking for Kozak, missed his man. Boyle takes over for Australia. Boyle swinging back into his own zone, trying to turn away from Brown. He'll send it up, looking for Steven, but Jackson Fontaine's stick is in the lane and sends it out of play for a face-off.
So New Zealand is going to need to get some offense going. Down 2-0. So far they've been on the back foot, letting Australia control the play. They're going to get their feet going, get some chances. And another weird drop on the face-off.
Look that, it didn't look like Dylan Devlin had his stick ready for that one. So linesman's just dropping it quickly, so just hurry up and get there, because they're throwing it down. So
maybe the linesmen have a flight home to catch after this one.
You never know, but I'm sure the players are frustrated, but nevertheless, you got to figure it out. It's going that way for both teams, so away we go. Kubara onto it, looking for Miettinen, gets it over to him. He's being harassed by Fontaine, kicks it over to Tyler Kubara. Well done by Justin Daigle to take the body on Kubara. Now he starts heading up ice. Gets the red line and he'll wrap it around. Eden onto it now with Pretorius getting there first. Pretorius cutting behind his own net. He goes off the wall indirectly to Kubara, Tyler Kubara coming in. Turning Luke Simon, trying to turn him inside out. But did well done by Simon to stay on it. Miettinen lets that go to Casey Kubara. He goes to the point to Pretorius. Pretorius with it now. He'll just dump that down. Just out of play. Heads up, folks.
Nice gift for the fan right there.
There you go. You can see a couple of kids running after that one. I was that kid one day. way back when. I wanted the pucks.
Notice some people putting their drinks up on the glass. That's a bit dangerous. I've seen when you get a hit back there, drinks go flying.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Definitely a bold move.
Let's see how it pays off for them. Face off here to Brooks's right, or left, excuse me. Warning on New Zealand. Atwell does well to win that one from Webster. Battle draw there. Wrapped around to Lockie Freer. Shoulder checks. Looking to send it cross ice. Gets tipped down. Atwell racing through it with Christensen. They go into their boards hard. Freer keeps it in. Takes a check from Ruck. Kicked out to Webster in front of the net. He'll wrap around his own net. Drops it back there to Costa. Costa swings back home. Freer on him. Surveying, trying to force him one way. He sends it over to Christensen. Christensen goes cross ice to Webster. Webster circling back, drops to Costa. He's coming up with speed. Looking to go wide. Well done by Chalice there to get into his way. Great check there by Sandoy to take the chance away from Costa. Freer up to Otis. Otis cutting back, looking to go cross ice, but Ruck intercepts that one, and he'll take it back into his own zone. D to Costa again. Costa behind his own net. Spins away from Otis. Drops it back to Woodman. Woodman heads up ice now. He's wheeling and dealing in through New Zealand territory. Deep into the corner, stops up on Burns. Cycles it back to, I think that's Lodge, if I'm not mistaken. Heads it over to Funes. Can he add a second one for the night? No, that just goes wide. Dalmatau can't get it out. O'Hanley fans on the shot. Battle there. Chen lost that one to Regan. And Amston will send that down off target, enough for icing, and we'll head back down.
New Zealand has been forced to ice the puck a lot in this game. Australians applying a lot of pressure in the New Zealand defensive zone, preventing them from getting out. Now we're seeing Funes with the screen in front, just whistles it wide of the short side post.
Face off here to Brooks' left, won cleanly by Otis from Todd. Again, you don't hear that one very often. Amston getting away from Steven. Well done trying to get through Boyle, but he did well to stop that one. Carini stops up, trying to leave it there. Intercepted by Dalmatau for a moment, but sent back down to Boyle. Stephen on the puck again. The referee got caught up in that corner for a moment, but New Zealand comes out with the puck. Amston just sending it into neutral ice. Regan on Kasia, but he can't get to it. Dalmatau sends it back to Burns. Burns up to Otis. He'll just chip it in. That goes off the glass and out of play. We'll just get a stoppage in play there.
So 13 minutes and 34 seconds left in this period. Shots are 30-14 for Australia, still outshooting the Kiwis by over 2-1. New Zealand's going to need to get some offense going soon. Haven't really tested Tetro since he's come into this game.
Draw one by New Zealand via Dylan Devlin, sent back to Justin Daigle. He reverses it to Eden. Eden head up. Goes back to Daigle. I think Mitchell Freer was looking to activate. It circles back. Daigle spinning away from Tyler Kubara. Up to Eden. Eden trying to drop it. Hangs on to it still. Miettinen will now force him. Circling back, Chris Eden trying to cut through. He goes to the backhand. Lets a backhand go. Tetro is there. There's no rebound.
That is exactly what the Kiwis need right now. Eden has looked sharp this series. His stick handling is excellent. Dangles through 3 or 4 Australian players. Not the most dangerous shot, but at least he's able to get a whistle here, get a face-off for New Zealand. And they've improved a little bit on the draws, have figured out how to beat the Australians. So let's see if they can do it here.
Draw one by Australia. Eden coming across the top, just can't pull the trigger. Good stick there by Ruck to take that scoring chance away. He'll soft chip that one, so it's not for icing. Webster will get there first. Hayward Jones on him. Trying to cut to the middle. Great stick by Hayward Jones. Fontaine finishing Webster. Don't think he expected to be hit like that. Ruck trying to go to it. No, you go. No, Costa goes. Simon trying to step into Lushenko, spins away. Webster sending it back. Shot there off the goalpost from Ruck. Sent up to the point. Christensen trying to go DD to Costa, but he sends that one out. Australia will have to tag up. Over to Christensen on the far side. He'll just dump it down. Australia looking to get a change. Brooks stops it there. Leaves it for Hayward Jones. Lushenko got in there to disrupt that play. He's battling with Devlin, trying to spin away from Lushenko. Stolen there by Chen. He tries to center it. That's kicked away. Funes onto it now. Down to Chen. Chen trying to spin away from Simon. Chen sending it over to Funes. Funes shot. Blocker saved by Brooks. Well done. Nice and square. O'Hanley trying to send it around to Woodman that jumped through him. Chen gets on the puck first. Takes a check from Simon, but stays on the puck. Devlin with it, trying to get away from Chen. Chen all over him. Gets the referee as well. A little 2-for-1 action from Chen, taking Devlin and the referee as they battle in the corner there. Freer trying to chip it out. Woodman keeps it. Great block from Simon. Put his body down, trying to clear it. Can't. Boyle catches it. A second block from Simon. New Zealand still can't clear. Lodge with it. Backhand shot. Didn't get through. Center's shot off the crossbar, I think, or it was a great save. Either way, didn't go on the net. Hayward Jones trying to get on Woodman, who stays away from him, wrapping behind the net. Looking to center. That hit a man in front. Chen with it now. Backhand over to Kasia. Just keeps it in. He'll send that down behind the net. Australia looking to change, get some fresh troops on the ice. Devlin wrapping it around. Kasia keeps it in. Shot tipped. Rebound.
Oh.
Well done. Well done by Aston Brooks to shut that down.
Yeah, good job by Brooks finding that puck after the deflection. Comes into the paddle. He's able to tuck it back into himself and pounce on it with his defenseman, number 7 there. I believe that was Luke Simon helping him out, boxing out the Australian forward who's going for that puck. So smart play by Luke Simon to help out his goaltender there.
Face-off one, little too cleanly there by Todd. Boyle's forced in his own zone, D to Kasia. Kasia sends it over to Carini on the far blue line. Chipping to Todd, looking in the middle. Well done by Otis to get back and take away a scoring chance. Dalmatau up. He finds Amston in the middle. Forgot the puck there, so Steven will send that over. Finds Carini on a partial break. Shot. Great save. Rebound the other side. Steven just couldn't pull the trigger on a bouncing puck. He sends that over to Kasia. Kasia D to Boyle. Boyle shot. That hit his own man in front. Kicked over to Steven, who had a chance. That again just jumped over his stick. He's onto it now. This near side. Looking back door. Well done by Regan to prevent that one. Boyle was sliding back door. Todd behind the net. Coming up the far side. Looking to center. Just missed Carini. Steven out there off the wall. Great play by Regan, diving play. Here comes Otis on a one-on-one. Hard back check here from Carini. That shot is gobbled up. Tetro potentially trying to play it, but not. He'll just hang on. We'll get a whistle.
Good job by Regan creating that chance for Otis. Easy save for Tetro. He knows that there's no pass option for Otis. He knows the shot's coming in. Comes out, makes himself big. But New Zealand really needs to win this draw and get some offense going. Haven't really been able to generate anything this period.
They don't win the faceoff, but Andre Kozak does well to jump through and win the puck for a moment. But Australia does clear via Tyler Kubara. Pretorius sends it down deep. Daigle cuts it off, and he'll just reset and behind his own net. Looks like a 1-2-2 press again from Australia, potentially shifting to a 1-3-1. Daigle, or Sean Brown, excuse me, sending that one far side. Kubara picks it off, sending down. Brown picks off that. Flight looking, he goes to the back end off the wall to Daigle. Daigle sending it through, just missed Kozak. Brunt onto it, sends it over to Casey Kubara, looking for his brother in the middle. That hit Flight's skate. Well done by Daigle to slide, prevent that. Off the skate again, flicked away by Freer. Brunt onto it now. He sends it over to Kubara, over to Brunt. Move around Kozak, sends it over. Miettinen will get there. Head up. He sends it to the far corner. Intercepted there by Aston Brooks. Freer gets there first. Kozak takes a hit to make a play, and they clear. Nice check there from Pretorius. Miettinen onto that now. Pretorius trying to chip it in, but can't. And Freer will send that in as New Zealand looks to change. Christensen behind his own net. Sends it over to Pretorius. Pretorius trying to step around one guy, two guys, three guys. Still with it. Heading wide on Hayward Jones. Here comes Atwell trying to lay the body on him. But he did well to shunt that check off. And New Zealand will clear. Hayward Jones onto it now. He goes D2D to Sandoy. Sandoy looking up in the middle. Gets Eden. Jackson Fontana jump back onside. Eden looking to go middle. But Ruck steals it. Here he goes. Shot. That deflected off of Sandoy and just trickled through onto Aston Brooks. And he'll just pick that up.
Relentless pressure by the Australians. They're looking extremely dominant in this period. 37-16 the shots. There was a period, I think we had about 2 minutes of Australian pressure in the New Zealand zone. I think they even got themselves a line change before the Kiwis were able to get it out.
8:05 left in this third period. Chen collects that face-off there, fumes with it. He'll shoot right into the chest of Aston Brooks. That one's not going to go through there. He'll catch that one most days.
Easiest save of the night for him. He's been challenged a lot today, has played really well, coming in cold, called on to make a lot of big saves, has not given up a single goal yet. Not warning to jinx it.
No, uh-oh. Chen back to Funes again. Funes, they're looking for a tip. I think it was Boyle, just missed it. Lodge, just missed the tip there. Shot for Woodman, great save. Chen onto it now. Sends up to Funes, one-timer, didn't get all of it. Great save, picked up by Woodman. Woodman up to O'Hanley. Looking for Woodman, who just lets that go. Chen trying to spin on Amston. Amston prevents that, well done. Chalice just can't clear, Funes keeps it in. D to O'Hanley. O'Hanley looking back door, nobody home. Woodman onto it now, spinning away from Chalice. Looking for Lodge in the middle, shot! That just went wide. May have deflected, but went wide. O'Hanley onto it now, looking for a shot on goal, didn't get through. Chen behind the net now, looking to center but can't. Harassed by Amston. Still with it now, fires it to O'Hanley. May have been able to hear Woodman asking for a shot. Well, he got one and it hit him in the midsection. Four bodies on the ice in front of Aston Brooks. It's a pile up over there. Funes with it, shot. Brooks will hang on to it.
Much needed whistle there for New Zealand. Pinned in their zone for, again, I think about 2 minutes there as Australia was applying relentless pressure. Brooks can't find it here. Australians battling for it. Kiwis battling for it. Everyone's on the ice. Complete chaos. The puck somehow squirts over the net, I think. We're seeing it from behind the net now.
I think it was Lodge fell back onto Brooks. A little bit of a scramble, and everyone started tripping over Lodge, who had fallen. Here comes Ivan Dalmatal on the far side there, looking for Regan, who got taken down. No call. Up to Steven now. He starts wheeling up the near side. Drops it back for Boyle. Boyle weaving through. 1-2 guys. Quick shot, scores.
I jinxed it. I'm sorry. That's on me.
Bartek Bartek with the jinx.
I'm so sorry, Aston. Well, maybe I should jinx the Australian goalkeepers because they're both on a shutout.
Oh my goodness. Apologies, Australia. Please don't send any snakes or spiders to Bartek's house. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he just said the S word. Wow, 6:28 to go. Goodness me. I think that was Boyle with the shot on that one.
Oh, absolute
I think,
snipe
Bartek,
there.
I think that's a little bit too much maple syrup for you, my friend. I'm going to take that one away from you.
I'm sorry, I'm out of control.
New Zealand's won the face-off there, and that gets sent down to the near side. Regan racing in it with Kasia. Kasia comes up with the puck, drops it for Todd. Todd, he'll send that down, intentionally looking for Karina to win the race, but not quite, as Mitchell Freer did well to win it.
So speaking of shutouts, I've already said it. I think I can say as much as I want now. Shutout. So if it ends with no goals against for Australia, say 3-0, do both goalies get credited with a shutout in that case?
I think so. I think so. I'm not a stat guy.
Josh, our production team, he's saying no. Let us know in the chat what you think.
That gets sent over to the near side. Australia with another face-off win. That gets chipped out. Luke Simon onto it now. Sandoy with it. A couple swarm defense partners there. Sandoy still with it. A 4 out of 5 swarm line. Miettinen did well to intercept that pass, but Simon stood his ground to keep that out of danger. Sandoy did well to pick it up and drop it for Fontaine. He'll start wheeling. Looking for Atwell coming through middle ice. He's got a step on Brunt, but Brunt did a good job. Atwell cycles it back, but too much for Fontaine. Kubara picks it up. Pretorius now drops it back for Casey Kubara. Over to Miettinen. He just gets the line, can't get it deep. Simon stops that, sends that to Fontaine. He'll just swing back in his own zone, trying to step around. Heads up. Miettinen stepped into his man. That gets tipped down, no icing. Pretorius onto it. He goes D to D to Brunt. Brunt up to Miettinen. He needs a change. Sent over to Casey Kubara. Or Lashenko tips it to Casey Kubara. Couldn't pick it up. It's there for a moment. Miettinen there near the end of a shift. He'll go. The rest of his line mates have changed. He'll probably look to go here. Nope, maybe not. That gets wrapped around there. Christensen has it now. He sends that down behind the net. Webster just missed it. Amston will send that one there. Kept in by Costa, sent back down. Webster onto it. Webster over to Costa at the point. He goes back down to Lashenko. Lashenko bobbled it for a moment, got it back, and then lost it again to Amston. Amston gets stepped into by Webster, but he chips it up to Brown. Sean Brown coming over. He'll send that over to Kozak, looking for the backhanding centering feed, but a good stick there by Costa to send that away.
So
out of play.
Our production team, Josh and Michael, and I see some people in the chat were saying this as well. So apparently the shutout is credited to the goalie who's on for the game-winning goal. So Toivonen would get the credit for the shutout if it stays 3-0 for Australia.
Well, there you go. There you have it, folks. You learn something new every day. Freer with it now. He sends that down. Devlin onto it now. Takes a check from O'Hanley. Woodman there to help his defense. Well done by Devlin in the corner there to keep it. Australia clears out with Woodman. Woodman sends it over to Chen, who gets through it. Looking to center off a skate, and Aston Brooks will pick that one up.
So 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in this game. So New Zealand needs about a goal a minute in order to tie this up. They'll need to start by winning this draw.
That's it. It's not over till it's over. You know, the chances could happen. I mean, I hate to bring up the Maple Leafs in Boston, 2011. I apologize. I might start crying, folks. So if you hear some sobs, you'll know why. A couple New Zealand players tied up with each other in front of the net, and that gets kicked behind the net there, wrapped around. Woodman picks off the clearing attempt, sends it up to O'Hanley at the point. One-time shot goes wide. Daigle on there first. Sent into Australian ice. O'Hanley picks it up. Chen in support. Pass skips him. Woodman sends it for Chen now. He gets pickpocketed by Dalmatau. He'll look to head up ice. Looking for Devlin, but Devlin's heading to the bench. Nope, he'll stay out. Probably get it deep here. Look for that change. He does. Kasia goes D to D, takes a check from Regan, I believe. They both go down. Shot, pass there, long pass. Oh, pardon me, folks. Excuse me. I've had too much maple syrup. My tongue, my tongue is all twisted.
You're out of control. I better take it away from you too. I think you were drinking mine as well. You're double fisting there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Maple syrup. I miss it. I miss it. Maybe I will go home for a quick visit. Surprise my mom for dinner. Todd on this face-off with Otis to the right of Aston Brooks. Well won by Otis again. I think he seemed to have had Todd's number tonight.
Yeah, he's done really well.
Looking for Dalmatau from Regan, just missed, just out of his reach. Otis takes the check, sends it over. Regan and Kasia racing for it. Kasia gets there first, and he'll clear for Australia. Carini, looks to send that in the middle, picked off by Otis, over to Hayward Jones. Hayward Jones looking D to D, but gets denied. He hangs on to it and goes up the wall to Regan. Bounced off his stick. And then Australia chips it out. Simon cross ice to Dalmatau. He'll send that down. Tetro will hang on to that one.
So I actually think New Zealand should pull their goaltender right here. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. That's a good time to pull your goalie. And, I mean, they have nothing to lose. Get Aston Brooks on the bench, call a timeout, get that sixth player out there. And if you score, well, you've got a game.
Absolutely. I think at this point for the home crowd, you'd love to see New Zealand score. Never fun to get shut out twice in your own building. Hard check there from Miettinen on Fontaine. Kubara picks up the loose change, and he starts heading up ice. 3-on-2 developing. Stops up, looking for that cross ice. Great save. I think Pretorius just kicked that wide. Kubara onto it. Battling in the corner there, Atwell and Miettinen. Burns takes his man Kubara into the wall. Atwell picks it up, looking to go cross ice off of the skate of the other Kubara, who Atwell takes a check from that one. That Kubara, and Miettinen comes up with it. Over to Tyler Kubara. He'll shoot, fans on it. It's there. Backhand shot is covered up.
Again,
Pretorius.
Aston Brooks, sharp.
Absolutely, yes. Aston Brooks certainly trying to keep his team into the game, doing everything. The goaltending core from New Zealand doing everything they can to keep their side in the game. 92 seconds left.
Credit to Australia, still applying the pressure. They want more goals.
Absolutely. Scramble draw, controlled by Australia. Webster swinging up ice, or up through the center. Shot fanned by Costa. Doesn't get out, did well to keep that one in. That's deflected off of a New Zealand stick. Out of play.
And up
78 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think they should have probably pulled Aston Brooks when they had that face-off in the Australian end. It's going to be a bit late now. They're going to need to win this draw, set up in the Australian zone in order to pull Aston Brooks safely.
Face off to Aston Brooks' left. Webster trying to step around Devlin. He did well to tie up his man. Webster still on the puck now, protecting the puck, spinning away from Devlin. Met by Daigle. He reverses up to Costa at the point, who falls but keeps it in for a moment. And Lockie Freer will step up ice, trying to step around Costa. Ruck on the back check there to help his defense. Last minute left here in this 2025 Trans-Tasman face-off. Christensen on the puck in his own zone. Chalice with a heavy hit on him. Ruck sends that over. Lashenko with the puck in the near corner there. He goes back to Christensen. Christensen will look for Weber, who knocks that one out of the air. Sean Brown with it now. Had to wait for just a moment to let everyone get on side. And he's gobbled up by the Australian defense. 3 guys there. That's been the theme, is Australia's defense has just been in layers.
Yeah, they're always outnumbering New Zealand, it seems.
Chen with the shot. Glove save, just trickles through. Kozak sending it to the other side. Freer will hold it now. He goes up to Kozak. 9 seconds left here. Kozak wheeling down the far side, turns up, looking cross seam. Chen intercepts that one, and that will do it, folks. Australia 3 wins in 3 games.
And my shutout jinx didn't work.
Oh my! You would have had a lot of angry Australians on your front door, my friend.
So apparently Toivonen will get credit for this shutout, although it was Tetro coming in halfway through to complete the job. But this was really a team effort by Australia. Absolutely dominant through this entire game. Maybe only had 1 or 2 lapses of concentration, giving New Zealand a chance to get back into it. So many block shots. They were hungry for this win.
Absolutely. I think Australia came out with something to prove from start to finish. They played a full 60 minutes tonight. New Zealand here just acknowledging the crowd. Assuming Australia will probably do the same. We'll just go for the handshake line here. I've always loved that about hockey, to be honest. Is you go to war with each other on the ice, but then at the end of the day, the game's over. Shake hands, and you go on. You move on with it, right?
Yeah, New Zealand and Australia are rivals in many sports: cricket, rugby, now ice hockey. But there's still a lot of mutual respect between these two countries.
Absolutely,
and this has been a really good test for both of them as they're getting ready for the World Championships. New Zealand in particular, because Australia is one division above us, so they're a little bit tougher than most of the opposition they'll be facing in the World Champs.
Absolutely, and so I'm not sure when the World Champs are for Australia, so someone in the comments are able to answer that one for us. I know the men here in New Zealand are, I think, in the back half of April, whereas the women are here in the first half of April, also in Dunedin. So New Zealand able to host, fortunate to get to win the host for both the men and the women, as our Ice Ferns will be trying to protect our home ice on their side there.
The rink in Dunedin's really nice as well, really big international ice, and very fancy and modern rink there. I think it'll be a good experience for everyone.
It's the first curling rink that I've seen in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they've got their own dedicated curling rink just beside the main ice rink, which is very neat. Back in Canada, we have a lot of big ice rinks that have like 6 or 7 sheets in them.
Yes.
You don't see that very often in New Zealand. That's the only rink I've seen that's 2 ice sheets in it.
So we're just finishing up the handshakes here, seeing the faces of both teams there. By no means were any of these easy. You can see both, as you saw from that camera angle there. Both teams had to work for it. New Zealand certainly didn't just roll over and let Australia have their way. Australia had to earn all 3 wins tonight. Credit to them; they came in and certainly did that. They capitalized on New Zealand's mistakes. They were hard on the forecheck. They were smothering on defense. It was a great hockey game.
Yeah. Now we'll have
just the award of the Trans-Tasman trophy or plate. I'm not too sure what they hand out. This is my first one of these.
I think it's the first one I've commentated as well. I've watched a few, but should have been paying closer attention last time.
Oh, there you go. So congratulations to Cameron Todd and the rest of the Australia national team.
Todd, absolute monster in the face-off circle this entire series. Only Otis was really able to consistently win against him.
Absolutely, but even that was few and far between. Sorry, guys, just getting
some messages from our production crew.
There you go. Looks like maybe we'll do a big team photo here. There you go. Pretend like you like each other, boys. Stand nice and close.
You can see some of the size difference between the two teams. The Australians are definitely a bunch of big boys.
Absolutely. Whenever I see big group photos like this, I always get curious and I wonder, if you had to ballpark, how much money and equipment do you think is sitting there on the ice right there?
Oh man, the goalies alone, I think it's at least $6,000 per goalie.
Has to be. So what are you guessing here with all those both teams on the ice?
Actually, well over $6,000. I think I paid about 4,000 Canadian for my Warrior goalie gear, just the pads and gloves. So, oh man, this easily $100,000. I think.
Easily, I'd say so. Yeah. We get the coaching staff in there. They're just as much a part of this as the rest of us, as the rest of the players, I should say. Get some good photos there. Everyone in the stands here trying to get some photos for their loved ones back home. Maybe people on the live stream want to take some screenshots. That's a good photo there you might want. I think.
Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this Trans-Tasman series. I think we're planning to do an interview possibly. Michael, our production manager, was sending a message in the chat. Is that right, Kyle? Is that?
I'm not 100% sure, but for the time being, you guys can continue to listen to our lovely voices.
So The shot count in the end was 48-16. So that's about 3 times. They outshot them by a factor of 3. Let's see. 6 times 3 gives you 18. 18 plus 30. 48 exactly.
Oh, there you go.
By a factor of 3. It's rare that you see that.
In case you guys didn't know, my partner in crime here is a university math professor, so...
Well, it's a little bit embarrassing. I had to think about that for a second. Is that actually 3 times 16? I hope none of my colleagues are watching and going to pull me off those third-year courses. Going to make me teach the first-year ones after this.
There you go. So looks like we might just be tidying up here, just wait for Australia to salute the New Zealand crowd. They've been class acts the entire way. The few engagements, not that I've had very many, but they've been very polite and respectful. So,
everyone in the chat watching, you were all very polite and respectful. Really nice to see your comments. Saw a lot of love for Kyle March in the comments.
Thank you to everybody who interacted with us and helped make this an unbelievable weekend for Bartek and myself. But we are just the faces of, not the best looking faces, I will say that. But just the faces of this organism. Michael Domigan, our production manager, Josh. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your last name, buddy. But those two are the absolute masterminds behind the whole operation. Every camera angle, every switch, every replay, you name it. Even setting up the interviews you see, setting up the mics for Bartek and myself. So
That's
just a
right.
huge shout out and thank you to those two guys. Our amazing camera crew here, our anthem singer. But let's also not forget the volunteers, the security staff, the people working down at the merch stand, the people working at the Zamboni driver, the people working at the snack bar. There's a lot that goes into this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Without the volunteers, we would never be able to run this. In New Zealand, hockey is not big enough of a sport to be professional, so all these guys are playing for their love of the game, volunteering for their love of the game, not because of the money.
Yeah, so we do. We just want to make sure that we do give credit where credit's due. There are a lot of people who help make this go on, and the players, of course, right? Without them, it would just be a bunch of people standing in a rink.
That's right. Thank you for the players for bringing the fire this weekend, coming in hot, playing with passion, giving us a good show these 3 games. And it's really tough playing 3 games in a row. And
Absolutely.
I think we're going to cut to Michael to give us an interview with one of the Australian players, with the assistant captain.
All right, we're here with Casey Kubara of the Mighty Roos. You'd have to say, Casey, pretty successful weekend for you guys.
Yeah, great weekend. Great to come away with 3 wins, building for our campaign in Serbia. So, working on our systems, getting some confidence. The boys are buzzing.
What are you looking ahead to maybe change on that journey to Serbia, or are you going to keep things like you have this weekend?
We've got to brush up on a couple things, probably work on our systems a little bit. But 3 wins, 3 big games, so we just got to keep rolling, get familiar with each other.
What do you think the difference was this year, last year in Melbourne against the Ice Blacks, 2 overtime games, a much closer series overall. What do you think the difference was this time around?
I think probably we had a bit more speed from us. We're playing quite aggressively, and I think we tried to take away their time and space. I think that worked in our favour. We ended up hemming them in a little bit. I think it was pretty rusty from both sides, to be honest. I think we just came out on top.
Well, congratulations, enjoy the win, and best of luck for the IIHF World Championships.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thank you to Casey for his time. Thank you. That was Michael Domican's beautiful face. So that is just one of the masterminds behind this whole operation. I think our time has come to an end, Bartek. It has been an absolute pleasure to do this with you, my friend. Again, thank you to everybody in the comments. Oh, pardon me. Just kidding. I've jumped the gun. We're going to do one more interview.
All right, maybe let's get our maple syrup.
There you go. Maybe we'll have
a
one
drink
more
while we enjoy the interview.
One more for you. We're going to send that down to Michael Atwell. Enjoy. Here we go, guys.
All right, from one Michael to another. Michael Atwell, tough weekend there for the Ice Blacks. What do you take away in the lead up to Dunedin World Championships next month?
I think we've got a lot to take away. Credit to them. They're an extremely good team. There's a reason that they are the division above and they stay there. But I think we did pretty well. I mean, they weren't blowouts. We have a lot to learn, but I think we worked hard. We did some good things, so we'll just keep moving.
A tough weekend on the bodies, 3 intense game in 3 nights. Yeah. How's the team feeling?
I mean, we're pretty tired, but I mean, personally, I feel pretty good considering we played 3, but they're a fast, big, strong team, so we're pretty tired, but I mean, it's not often we play 3 in a row, so I feel like we feel pretty good considering, but yeah, glad it's done. Have a rest now.
And what's the next 5 or 6 weeks look like in the lead up to the Worlds in Dunedin? And
I mean, we'll all go back to our club teams now. Practice hard, keep training hard, have a couple of rounds with our local team, polish it up a bit, and then a few days training camp before Worlds, and then hopefully we just keep progressing.
Well, thanks very much for the time, Michael. Enjoy the night, and we'll see you back in a few weeks for NZIHL.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
So we see Lauren in the chat, enjoying seeing Michael. He wants him to have some more screen time there. And good to see your captain, assistant captain for the Ice Blacks, captain for the Botany Swarm.
Correct.
Will be leading you in this campaign. Well, I'm on the Swarm as well, but I'll be riding Pine, filling your water bottles while you're lighting the lamp, you and Atwell.
We'll see what we can do out there, try to have a good season. I think that's going to wrap it up for us here in the booth. Kia ora, or thank you to everybody again. In case we haven't made that extremely clear, thank you. For all my French Canadians back there, merci beaucoup. Anything you'd like to say to the people back home, Bartek?
Oh, I was going to say something in Polish, and now I haven't practiced my Polish in so long. Do widzenia, pani państwo. Dziękujemy bardzo. That's my sign off.
Have a great evening, folks.
All right.
We'll catch you next time.